हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। होप यू ऑल आर सेफ एंड हेल्दी। तो जैसे आपको पता ही है कि 25th ऑफ दिसंबर क्रिसमस आने वाला है, तो हम इस क्रिसमस ट्री को डेकोरेट करेंगे।
So we're changing the decorations because the lights look too cliche. It was way too much.
So now we have taken down the lights, and first we'll put some small decorations on and then the lights.
previous arrangements of the lights. So we've decorated the tree, and now we're going to add these different lights.
Finally, the lights are done and you can see the tree is decorated. And now we'll talk about some facts that people don't know about Christmas. Who is Santa Claus?
Santa Claus is based on a very generous saint called Saint Nicholas, and he used to hand out presents to the poor. And one day he was throwing 3 pouches of gold through a very poor man's window, and one of them landed in a stocking that was drying up by the fireplace, and which is why we have stockings. So now it depends whether the child is good or naughty. So they either get a present in their stocking or they get a piece of coal.
Why do we have a Christmas tree?
The Christmas tree is not really doesn't have a real religious significance. I think because of the northern countries in countries like Norway and Sweden, this was the only tree that was evergreen. So maybe they used the Christmas tree and that's why it had a significance. Or we could even date it back to some pagan rituals by the Romans. They used trees like these. I think the festival was called Saturnalia, for dedicated to the goddess Saturn. But the Christmas tree per se has no religious significance in the Christian culture.
Why do we have a star?
Well, this star symbolizes the Star of Bethlehem. And three wise men somehow had a notion that a great event was going to happen. And they followed this star at night, and it came and rested over Bethlehem, where Christ was born.
Why do we have farm animals around the crib?
The reason for that was during that time in Bethlehem, there was a mass migration of people because of the census. And due to that, there was no place available for Mother Mary to have her baby. So the only place that she could find was a barn, which had which sheltered all the animals, farm animals there. And there she had baby Jesus.
What is the message for Christmas?
I think the Christmas message is the message of love. We need to love our God, which we are now trying to symbolize here, and we need to love our neighbor. Our neighbor means everyone, whether they are black, whether they are white, whether they are from any other country, we love them. And the second message I think of Christmas is that do one piece of good, one work of good, whether it's to a fellow human being, whether it's to an animal, or whether it's just for nature. To that object will make a difference.
Merry Christmas, everyone!